Hi, beautiful beings of light, divine and perfect souls. I send you great love. I send you infinite blessings always. Today I'm sharing a little light on heart-based ways of living and being. I know that you're all living from your hearts, or your intention is to live from your heart. Sometimes we get knocked off center and we go into our thinking mind, and our ego can start up again, and then we have to drop back into our hearts, relax, breathe, relax our nervous system, maybe give a few thymus thumps just to get back to the heart space, because through the heart everything is so much easier. So much easier way to live, living from the heart. When we aren't living from the heart, we're overthinking, we're making things convoluted for ourselves, and we are defending ourselves. We go into fear and anxiety and all of the lower emotions that stop us thriving and flourishing. So anyone on a healing journey will know that you don't have the luxury of going into those ways of being. You have to be committed to living from your heart. If you have any health issues, get to your heart, stay in your heart, and make it your divine and perfect, beautiful intention to live from there every day, every moment, so that you're living more masterfully. Because when you're living from your heart, you can't be in pain and suffering and anxiety and fear. It's just not possible. They are polar opposites. It's a polar opposite to be in fear and anxiety when you're in a place of love. So we rise. We rise to be in love. And from that beautiful loving space, we see through love, we see with heart, we see the higher good in all, because the truth is everything is love, everything is just expression. And we also get to be sovereign in all of this. We don't have to put up with anything. You don't have to put up with anything that doesn't resonate with you or doesn't fill your heart with love. If you find yourself in a dynamic which is challenging for you or diminishes your light in any way, then you have the option. You can walk away. You don't have to stay there. That's the point of being a sovereign being. You get to choose. And sometimes choices aren't what we as humans think are easy, but actually if we consult our highest self and our I am presence, everything is easy. Everything is easy. Deep breath. Everything is easy. Say that to yourself now. Everything is easy. Everything is easy. The other aspect to living in the heart is the stripping away of the labels. Last night I had this wonderful conversation with one of my very dear sisters, a sister that lives in Sedona, and we've been friends for quite some time. We've never actually met in the physical in this current lifetime, but we certainly have been friends, relatives, whatever, in many different timelines and spaces of reality, and galactic heritage, I'm sure, certainly meets up to. Yes, in fact, for sure, because I have met her Andromedan aspect. So we had this beautiful chat, and we were discussing how, my friend is saying how she's literally come full circle on so many of these different practices that people do when they are healing, because she's also healing her physical vehicle. And we both of us have tried so many different things, and I say the word try, because that's part of the journey, is experience. The soul experiences different things via trying, because if it wanted to just heal it would just heal. So the trying is part of the journey, the trying is part of the experience. And then once you realize actually this is all an illusion, none of this is real, and that, you know, diseases, you make them real by your continual efforting to get rid of them or whatever else. And we were both like, yeah, it's so fascinating how one day you suddenly just like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing all this for? All I had to do was just say, no, I don't accept this. This is not my reality, and just jump onto a different timeline. It's just actually really easy, but we take ourselves so far away from the path that once we realize, oh gosh, all I had to do was this, it's like, okay, now I have to just redirect myself and realign myself with the higher truth. And, you know, that as well is easy. But when you've taken yourself in a different direction for a while, it's like moving the Titanic or a big ship or, you know, big tanker or something. It just takes a little bit of focused direction to get yourself back into the area you wish to. Now, to do that, you need to be living from your heart, because if you are not living from your heart, then you are going to find things tricky in these realms, because it's everything now is about heart-based ways of living and being. And so to be a vibrational match, to align with higher ways of loving and living and being, you've got to be living from your heart. So you've got to start practicing it if you're not already practicing it daily. And, you know, we will go in and out for a while, because that's what happens when you practice anything to become good at it. You don't manage to hold it there for a long time. And anyone who's a swimmer will know that when you are perfecting your swim stroke, you can't do it all at once. You have to do it in increments. You have to go, right, okay, at the moment I'm practicing on my catch, and that's all I'm doing is just working on the catch. And then, okay, right now I'm working on my legs or breathing or whatever. You have to do it in stages so that you get really clear and really pure and really heart intentional about just one thing, then bring in the next, integrate that bit, okay, and now integrate that bit. Like folding over a dough when you're kneading dough, making a bread, you know, like, okay, intentional, knead that in, integrate that part, now integrate this part. Living from your heart, expanding your heart. Okay, how is my heart feeling in this moment? Am I in my heart space? Am I fully occupying my heart? Okay, I've got, if you're having some, you know, some magnetic, emotional charge, okay, I'm aware that there's some emotional magnetic charge here, and I'm aware of that. Now, what has brought that on? What is it that I need to see, feel? What do I need to feel? Okay, why is that bothering me? How would I like to change that for the greater good of all? I have said this a few times that, you know, we do have to talk our way through things. That's how we become masterful. It's not just like, oh, I'm having this and now go talk to somebody and just tell them all the same stuff I've been thinking and then wanting them to agree with you, because you don't want necessarily somebody just to agree with you. What you want is somebody to assist you to be empowered, so that you see for yourself that actually love is the higher path, love is the greater path, and that comes from living from your heart. That comes from living from your heart and letting go of all of the labels, and that is this, that blah blah blah, or we need to do this, we need to do that. Letting go of all of those labels, because you don't need any of it. You don't need any of that. What you need is just to be living from your heart, a pure channel to source, a conduit of source, pure, light, loving, expanding, growing, seeing the love, seeing the light, and then expanding that outwards to touch hearts, help open hearts, so that the experience here on this earth plane is much more loving. And then it's like that 100th monkey effect, you know, the more love and the more that we share empowering ways of being, then suddenly everybody's doing it. Everyone's doing it. People healing, easily, boom, done. People thriving, boom, thriving. People abundant, boom, abundant. People joyful, boom, joyful. People, healthy in all areas of themselves. It's all about living from your heart. In these realms, it's all about the heart. And it's very tempting to go into the mind and overthink things and over-intellectualize things and try to be right. But there is no such thing as being right. There is no such thing as being right and wrong. It's all just experience. It's all just stuff. And the higher way and the master's way is to rise above all of that and to see everything with compassion and love. Take yourself away from the dramas and the dynamics which are convoluted and distorted, and be pure of heart, innocent, playful, childlike, joyful. Living from your heart, sharing the light. All is good. All is perfect. All is well. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And my name is ZsaZsa. I come to you from my beloved hetero, my pure space of relaxation, or at least one of my pure spaces of relaxation. My dear darling walnut tree, standing strong, losing their leaves. Please like this video, share it and subscribe and comment if you feel called to do so. And I shall see you very soon. I love you all. Peace and love.